it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
Hey, what's going down, peoples? This is the coach here representing Brothas N Bets. And I'm here to talk about my two brothers on this Monday where we ain't got no action going on. First off, let me introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Cameo. I'm gonna start calling him right now because he's putting on big time right now for Brothas N Bets. Mr. Marley Bets. Marley, what's going down with you?
It's good. What's good? Good day. Good day. Ain't nothing really NBA wise. Ain't too much action.
Yes, sir. It's get myself set here. It's 2 more weeks to school, and then I'm out. Hova is out. We are counting down.
Man, I'm counting down.
So I know how it feels, but we also are joined by Mikey Hova, aka the Reaper, aka the Mad Gambler. I had a brain freeze. Hova, what's going down with you?
Not much. It ain't any WNBA games on the schedule either.
Yeah,
no, straight baseball today.
It's just straight baseball. Shit, I heard this morning on the radio there was a good hockey game yesterday too between the Rangers and the Penguins. And anybody
I took
had a chance to check that out?
I didn't get to watch it because I was watching NBA, but I did take the Rangers and the Flames live. I parlayed them actually. Hit that hole. Caught the Flames while they were down 1-0, and then I caught the Rangers and Pens in the third, tied up. Parlayed them boys to win. Hit that hole. I think I was getting ready for the. I don't know what I was doing. While watching basketball for sure.
All right. Well, it looks like last week, the last time we was on the show, is this correct right here? Looks the recap. Is this the correct recap, Marley?
No, that's probably the last show's recap. I didn't.
Okay. What's all good?
SBO was good. James was good. Cab was good. Cab, baseball show will start this week, Cab. I need to call you your thoughts.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I do got something. So the Astros, they was due a loss, and boy, did they get their ass whooped like 13-4 Saturday night. But I mean,
who was the pitcher?
I'm not sure, but it was 11-game win streak. They lost Saturday, then they picked right back up on business yesterday, and I will take them again today. They taking on the Rangers, so
that's as soon as I get this check, Astros.
Soon as I get the check,
I'm tired of fucking around with these other little bullshit ass games.
Man, what the NBA, which we about to cover right now, I have not had any kind of luck with, and just my luck. And I forgot what game I was talking about yesterday, but I said, bro, had I bet on the goddamn, Dallas yesterday, Suns would have blew them niggas out. And had I bet on
what the hell happened to the
Celtics, if I would have bet on the Celtics, then what happened to the Bucks would have blew. I don't know. I'll tell you from my perspective what happened. Game 6, they figured them out. Did y'all watch the interview this morning with with Patrick Beverly on First Take?
I just read about it.
He was right.
Him and JJ Redick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, as we say it here, or as Hova says, Pat Beverly gave it raw and uncut, right? And JJ Redick co-signed for him, but he gave it the PC media trained, way. But they blitzed the hell out of CP3, went at him, and then took him off again. And like they said, dude, Luka took their soul out early. I didn't start watching the game till second quarter, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, see how janky the NBA is. That's all I
Because
kept
the
thinking.
way that Dallas was playing, the last time Dallas lost in Game 5, the way that they were playing, it looked like they was about to be out of there.
Right.
It was just a lot of one-on-one ball, and then I guess they made adjustments.
Yeah, they make some hellified adjustments. So I mean, bro, the game was getting so out of line. I turned and watched the Billboard Awards, and I ain't watched no goddamn award show in a long time. I just wanted to see Travis Scott return because P Diddy produced it this year. P Diddy was like, we gonna let Travis Scott on. Y'all ain't gonna cancel it. But I turned and watched that, bro. And I'm sitting there watching like I don't even remember the last time I seen a goddamn award show, bro. Like I'm so past this type of shit. But anyway. Man, with that being said, I guess we can kind of jump right into our only game of the day that we are going to cover. And tomorrow we will be back in action again to cover the Western Conference Final. But we're going to start off today with the Eastern Conference Final. Game 1 going down in the FTX Arena, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're talking about the number 2 seed Boston Celtics, 59-34. 51-40-2 against the spread, which one other thing. Bucks, don't sit your players out next year. Play the schedule. Y'all did that fuck shit to get number 3, and boom, came back on y'all ass. Taking on Miami Heat, 61-32 on the year, 53-39-1 against the spread. This line actually opened up at 1.5. There hasn't been any movement, but best believe tomorrow there's going to be some movement, especially after these MLB games tonight. The total opened up at 206.5. Right now, that line's at 204. There are some 203.5s as well out in the mix. Injury reports: Marcus Smart, questionable foot injury, he gonna play. Sam Hauser, question mark, shoulder injury, he's gonna play. Kyle Lowry's point guard is questionable. That is a good question. He's questionable, so his hamstring came back early, and then he came back the game that I put a hell of money on and got popped because I put it on him for one reason. As we saw yesterday, Boston took care of business 109-81 against the Milwaukee Bucks, and on the 12th, Miami stuck a fork in Philly, beating them 99-90. Get to these actual facts real quick for the Celtics. I was about to call them Red Sox. Astros play the Red Sox tonight, my bad. But for the Celtics, they are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games. They're under hit 5 out of the last 7. They are 12-4 straight up in the last 16 games. 9-0 against the spread in the last 9 games on the road. 13-6 against the spread in the last 19 games when playing on the road against Miami. 11-4 straight up in the last 15 games against the Eastern Conference opponent. 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games against an opponent from the Southeast Division. And the total's gone under 10 out of the last 15 games in the month of May. Get to these actual factuals for the 305 in my yayo. Miami went 13-5 against the spread in the last 18 games. The unders hit 9 out of the last. Excuse me, get text message. The unders hit 9 out of the last 11 games for Miami. They are 14-4 straight up in the last 18 games. The overs hit 7 out of the last 10 games against Boston. 9-0 straight up in the last 9 games at the crib. 6-13 against the spread in the last 19 games when playing at the crib against Boston. The total's gone under 8 out of the last 10 games in the Eastern Conference versus the Eastern Conference opponents. 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 games against an Atlantic Division opponent. The Unders also hit 4 out of the last 6 games in the month of May. 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games played on a Tuesday. So, with that being said, we're talking about Boston Celtics taking on the Miami Heat tomorrow night. Marley, what is your play?
I like the Heat first quarter, minus half a point. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I didn't get.
You like the what? The Heat first quarter.
First quarter, it's minus a half a point, minus
Correct.
110, I believe. Yeah, pretty much right there with James. They expected them, not necessarily that they played in all their energy, but yeah, they played obviously one extra game. They use obviously a lot more energy, but they haven't been good at first quarters, period. In their whole series, Boston won 5 out of the 7 first quarters that they played, including the game 7. And I was on the majority of those. Like I've been saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Um, so I'm going to continue with that trend. Miami is. I had their stats for their first quarter. They won all theirs in the first quarter. I think they were like 5-2, maybe 4-3 in first quarters, with the exception of that first Philly blowout. The 2 games in Philly that the first 2 games in Philly, Joel came back, and then I think they won the rest of the first quarters, if I'm not mistaken, against Philly as well. Very defensive matchup. I was looking at the first half under 98.5. I think that's possible. It's going to be a very low scoring game. Obviously, the total is at 204. It's going to be interesting to see how they make Tatum work, because obviously Tatum is the key to what's going on. But he ain't going to be seeing Grayson Allen and Pat Covington on defense in front of him. It's going to be Jimmy Butler and the rest of the gang. So I like to be tight. I like to be low scoring. I don't think Miami's going to be rusty just because they play one less game. Obviously I'm still believing in the hoodoo. Teams at home, first quarter, first half, probably like 60 to 70%. I guarantee.
So let me ask you this, because yesterday both road teams won the first quarter. When would you consider it not broke?
I mean, right now, like that Bucks game, it was 5-2. So when it was, I took the Bucks first quarter and they lost. Not the last game, but game 6, right?
But you took them yesterday and they hit.
And they hit, right. So I'm going back to say, like, even though they lost it, game 6, I jumped right back on it. Game 7. So because I looked at the record and it was like 4-2 at that point. So when it's closer to 500, or maybe, or it kind of depends on the series too, who's playing. Like, it's not just at home, because obviously I took the Bucks first quarter and the Celtics were at home. So it's not only just, normally it's the home team, but if I look at a series and I see this team is winning the first quarter every time, regardless if they're home or away, I'm going to look at it. I just feel like first quarter is always a good look. Most of the time it's the home team, because they get that energetic boost from the crowd. The boost, like I always say, just because they get a boost of energy, it doesn't mean it's going to translate to a win. It just means they get a boost of energy. That's the only fact of the matter. So Boston's a good team. They can easily go win the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? So Big Show, what's going down? However, you know what I'm saying? I looked at the last series. They were 2-5 in the last series of first quarters. Obviously, it's a brand new series. We don't know what's going to happen. But Miami was 5-2. So right now, it ain't broke. I'm gonna keep rocking these first quarters until I start losing them. I mean, maybe if I lose 2-3 in a row, but losing one in my overall record is 5-2 in the series. It's not broke.
All right. Hova, Mad Gambler, what's the play?
This is gonna be a dogfight right here. I see it going 7 games for sure. And to be honest with you, I really think the team that comes out this series is probably going to end up winning the finals, just because of the balance that both teams shows, the ability to score on offense, but also the ability to defend at an elite level is really like what's really impressive about both these teams. I'm gonna go with Boston the first game. I'm gonna go with them money line on the road. I think they're playing really, really, really good. You got to feel good coming in to this series after you've swept the Nets and you beating you beat the defending champions. So
Without Middleton,
right, but you still beat them. So and you stepped up in crucial situations when it looked like the Bucks were going to eliminate them. So I like their balance and their ability to defend. I do agree with Marley. It's going to be a low-scoring game because both teams, not only do they have good individual defensive players, but collectively as a unit, they can defend. They do a real good job of taking away your strengths. Overall, I think I'm gonna go. I think at the end of the day, Tatum 1-on-1, it's gonna be very hard for Miami to take him out. If it's any team that can do it, it is him. So I'm not gonna lie. But Tatum is Kobe Bryant level now.
Man, I've been saying that for like a year now. I don't know if he's Kobe Bryant level, but he's baby Kobe.
I think he's at that level where he can take a game over.
He can definitely do that.
I've seen him take a game over.
Yeah, he can definitely do that. I won't call him Bean though, but he baby Bean.
Yeah,
vanilla bean. He vanilla bean.
So and with him and Smart, he stepped up offensively, and then of course the other what's his name, Brown. That's the one too. They the Batman and Robin. And it's been a process. It's been a process. You know what I'm saying? And now we're seeing them actually grow before our eyes. So with that being said, I think it's going to be a really, really competitive game. This game is definitely going under 204 in my opinion. So that'll also be a play. So my two plays would be the Celtics money line, and then I like that under 204.
And let me throw this disclaimer out here real quick too. So it's the first game of a series. I never really go like big. A lot of people don't bet the first game because it's kind of a filler. We don't really know what's going to happen. So I'm not going to like throw nothing heavy on the first game unless I'm like watching it live and I see something that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's going to happen. But so keep that in mind because it's game one. We don't know exactly how the series is going to unfold, what matchups are going to be exploited, how the game is going to go. All we really know is it's going to be probably a defensive game, and that's still a probably. Well, it should be anyway.
Just in, Otto Porter Jr. foot probable for game 1 Wednesday. So, Hova, your official play again for the people?
Celtics money line.
Celtics money line. Moolala.
And under 204.
Oh, and the under 204. Get that under now because that shit's going to change come tomorrow. I'm going to go with the home team in this one. I just think that was a crucial 7-game series for Celtics. Yeah, they played that Sunday on a flight. Now they going to Miami. I'm just gonna take Miami. I think this is just a good spot for the Heat right here. But for the series, though, my series play, I think the Celtics gonna win the series. And honestly, the Celtics definitely got a great chance of winning it all, man. I think they met. Now, if we're gonna get to that point, I think they match up well against both Mavericks and the Warriors. But I kind of with you on that one, Mikey. Whoever wins this game will win the championship. Because I tell you what, if it ends up Heat versus Golden State, hey man, Golden State post game and down low game is trash, and Bam gonna have a field day. You know what I'm saying? And what? So it's looking like it could come home for the Eastern Conference this year. For another, what's that? That'll be 3 in a row because you had the bubble, then the Bucks, and then boom, the winner out of these two.
Yeah, the bubble, the Lakers.
Oh, I'm tripping. So then 2, so back to back. But yeah, those are my official play. That's my official play. I'm making an official play. I'm back on my official play, even though the NBA players have not been great to me at all. If anything, for sure, it's a toss-up, bro. I like Celtics to win the series, but I just think they're going to be just a little lag going into this game.
And that's another thing I'm gonna start doing. I'm about to start betting on these series. Cause it
on the series bets, yeah, no.
Yeah, game to game. That shit there is tough.
All right, so let's just do a quick little recap of our video today. Mikey Hova, he likes the Celtics money line and the under 204. Marley, he likes the Bucks first quarter minus half a point at Bucks. I don't know. I'm tripping. It was already in there. For some reason, I thought you had wrote that down. Excuse me. He likes the Heat first quarter minus half a point. As for myself, I like the Heat full game money line. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, follow, comment, talk that shit. We are with it. Do you have by any chance any of y'all got a $5 come up for today? No $5 come up. So let's jump right into the open mic. Open mic, Hova. See you had something to say about baseball plays today. What you got?
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of back what you said in regards to the Astros. I'm just gonna kind of read this for the audience. Houston has won 4 of the last 5 on the road. They have won 15 of the last 17 played on grass, and they have won 16 of their last 21 overall. Jake Odorizzi has pitched very well in each of his last 3 starts. He has allowed only 1 run on 6 hits across 17 and 2/3 inning, all resulting in victories. Boston has struggled. They've lost 6 of their last 10. So I think that tells you guys to lean Astros.
All right.
At plus 100. I think it's plus 100. I gotta check again though.
Marley, you muted yourself.
I was saying that plus money. Last I seen it was like plus 125 or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Who, Astros?
Yeah.
I'll say take the Astros with that plus money. Everything's pointing towards them.
Who's pitching?
Odorizzi.
No, who's pitching for Boston?
Oh shit, I can't remember.
Oh no.
I got my basketball shit up. Boston, Nick, what's good, Nicky? Y'all check us out tomorrow, Tuesdays, Pub Sports Radio for the
Garrett Whitlock.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. So there's a couple of teams I follow in this MLB shit, and I've been following them for years. I get all the late injuries, starters, all that. Astros, okay, Rangers, Giants, Cubs, and them Red Sox. Red Sox.
We got the MLB show kicking off soon this week. It will kick off this week.
I don't really know how the Red Sox been playing this year so far, but man, hold up.
I mean, they lost 6 out of their last 10.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. So
I mean, it's baseball. So look, baseball is a gamble, regardless.
Let's see if the Astros.
But we look for the numbers, right? That's what we all about. So then I'm just saying that the numbers simply point towards the Astros.
Right. No, I'm with it. I got you, my G. All right. Anything else we want to talk about? Go ahead.
Real quick, that under I gave out for the Charlo fight hit at 2 plus 225. I just want to say
that how it hit.
Hey, so look,
in the 10th round.
So it was a few seconds away from not hitting, huh?
That was this close.
Like 3 seconds.
I don't know. I gotta remember, but it was like with under. I know it was under a minute that he knocked him out. So it was real close. It was like a minute something, maybe under a minute. I can't exactly remember.
Well, no, you good because you would have been good because it has to be a full 10
it has to
round.
Be 11. Yeah, it has to be in
half
the 11th.
of the 11th round.
No, that whole got to go to the 11th. As long as that nigga fell at the 10th, I'm good.
No, I'm saying in order for them to beat you, if you do 10 and a half, it has to go 10 total rounds, and then that 11th round, half of that 11th round, in order for you to have lost that bet. And he knocked him out in the 10th round, so you was good.
Regardless, yeah.
Regardless, though. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, it was a good fight. Boom.
Damn good fight.
And I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was a pay-per-view fight. It was on regular Showtime.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was. I watched it on the stick.
I'm tripping. Yeah, me too. I connected my computer to it. Next thing you know, it went off. I unplugged it, put my input back in, and boom, the game was still on. The same shit was on. Like, wait, what? I'm sitting there watching this delay. Anywho, hey man, we got to get out of here. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm the coach. That's Marley Bets. That's Hova. Marley, you hit him with the prayer. We can get on to the get on.
As always, man, y'all know what it is. I am Marley Bets, and this is Brothas N Bets. That is the Mad Gambler, and that is the coach. And like always, man, like yesterday, like today, and like tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this mother.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.